All right. Hello, everybody. As you can tell, we're nice and early in the morning. Today, uh, let me go ahead and announce to YouTube, or not YouTube, Discord that I am live, and then we'll get started. Today, I do want to work on the stream overlay and rewriting in Rust. Let's see, copy text. That is the wrong YouTube URL. I don't know if YouTube's actually live. I can't get the chat from YouTube. It just tells me something's wrong. And I don't know why. So, if anyone chats on YouTube, I'm sorry, I guess. That is the wrong YouTube URL. And then announce on here. I hate that I have to frickin' announce on two places. Stream ping. Go ahead and publish that. I should be live on everything. Yes. Oh, I think Tiger said something. Rewriting in Rust, Pog? Yes. So... Okay, YouTube says I'm live, but am I? It looks like I am. But I can't see the chat. It's just not working on the dashboard. Also, my camera is like awful right now because there's not enough light in the room. Alright, let's make that always on top. So I guess I'm gonna have chat here. I also kind of figure out how to multitask and in Linux kind of. So life's a little better over here. Alright, screen scene. So it's way easier to switch applications. Makes my life a lot easier. It is annoying because I have to like manually put them on a desktop because I don't know the keyboard shortcuts for moving a window to a new desktop thing, but you know, we're fine. We'll get there in the end. Actually, I think I can just pop out YouTube chat here. I just is it because my account? Let me try doing this. There we go. Okay. It's just YouTube being dumb. Where'd it go? I hate when I fucking open an application and it like fucking doesn't open on top of the currently open applications and then it just gives me this stupid little notification. Your fucking application open. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. So we got YouTube chat up now. That's a good thing. But yeah, don't forget to redeem first. But yeah, it's nice, bright and early. It's not even bright out. The sun's just starting to come up, actually. We're gonna ads. Darn it. Darn ads. Okay. Let me quit Discord so that I actually get notifications on my phone. So I actually see what people are saying to me. Be kind of nice. Alright, so today I'm going to continue working on rewriting the stream overlay in Rust. Um, yeah. I'm gonna wait for ads because ads are gonna start in a few minutes. Actually, I could probably can I lower this just a bit now that I have like a tilt that up a bit more now. I need to like tighten these things just a bit more so it doesn't all move around a bunch. I'm a professional streamer, everybody. I have my stuff all set up every time I start streaming. Alright, that should be fine. It is a bit tilted. Oh well. That's a lot better. Alright, I'll wait for ads. Darn ads. Why they gotta start in the fucking beginning of the stream? It's the first 5 minutes. Come on. Let me at least have, like, the first 10 minutes to actually, get an intro. My goodness. Alright, I guess I should open the correct project. Which is not actually this. I need to move this over, I guess. Waiting for the ads to finish. Waiting for the ads to finish. I wonder if I can turn up the brightness of my light. Or I could just change it. I also need to mess with the camera settings a little more. See if I can point this towards me a tad bit more. Yeah, actually. Yeah, that's a little better. Let me bedroom. I think I can turn the brightness of the light up a bit. That does not help whatsoever. I think I'm too dark, but I don't want to turn on that light because it's kind of blinding. It's too early in the morning for that. Should just make the light in here red and then you can't see me. That's too... That's a little better. I do need to make it so chat can control the light RGB. It would actually be cool to make it so chat can control the RGB of the home server as well, which I technically can probably really easily set up actually. Alright. I guess I should move this stuff over to the actual stream overlay project. I think I need to actually commit my changes here as well. Okay, so whole bunch of changes that I don't freaking have any clue. Did I not change? Did I not push? My bad. Why is the branch name Master? That's just... I don't like the Master, because everyone uses main now. Alright, so what I need to do is open this in a new window. And I guess I need to move the code. So I need to add this to the git ignore. I need to move these into here. And then I need to move these into here. And we can get rid of that. Then I think I can close that and reopen, and then JetBrains will figure its shit out a little bit. Why Rust for web stuff? Is it really more secure, or is it just a way to learn Rust? I do not give a damn about security for the stream overlay. There's not really anything that needs to be secure. It's really just a way to learn Rust. And just I don't want to continue developing in JavaScript. I don't really like using JavaScript. The language makes absolutely no sense to me most of the time, so let's refresh. Should we learn the target? Okay. Yeah. So, welcome to the stream, by the way. I guess I should make that a little bigger so I can actually see. Welcome, Bull Moose. Okay, so man, there's so many things that need to be translated. This is still called learn, isn't it? Twitch overlay. Go ahead and refresh. There we go. I'm gonna delete target again. But yeah, let's see here. I don't actually remember where I left off, and I think a lot of this is very much just a rough draft. So I have this Twitch API thing, which I do need to finish. Should just be able to run main. Not that this would actually do anything. Actually, what would this do? I think it would just connect to the WebSocket and probably crash. Actually, I remember testing this. Yeah. Okay, so we got this session welcome. But I don't actually do what I need to do on this, like subscribing to events. Session welcome, Twitch message. Which one is that? I think this is just like I think I just print every time I get a Twitch message. Unknown message type, so I didn't receive an unknown message type, I just don't know. But yeah, I think the WebSocket closes if you don't actually subscribe to anything, so that's where I needed to actually do stuff. Welcome, Ali Swad on Kick. It seems like you're just advertising your Discord username. Fair enough. You know, I just can't be bothered to ban bot accounts anymore. If they're not fucking spamming in my chat, then all the power to them, I guess. Okay, so the thing I need to do is call the Twitch API. Also, my color theme stopped working. Ooh. Sorry for the flash bang. I like Gary Dark, but I don't know which Gary Dark I've been using. That one... I think it's this one. Actually, I really liked using, Nightfall. Although I feel like some of the colors are a bit, harsh. I'm gonna use this one. I do need to make the, text size bigger, which doesn't seem like I can really do. I can do that. That's not what I want to do. There's a setting that I can never find that allows you to use the scroll wheel to change the IDE text size. Appearance and behavior, I think is probably an editor. Change the font size with control mouse wheel. There we go. That way I can actually make the code a bit bigger and visible. Especially to me, this is a small monitor. So the thing I need to do is reading the env file. So let's see, I implement this. I haven't finished the subscribe to event thing. This subscription condition thing. There's no real way to, like, Uh, Trying to think. So this is a macro function. There's no real way to like extend a struct, be like, okay, if you, I just want you to pass me this. So I think the better thing to do here would be to use a type or a template, generic, not a template. Look in C++. I've done too much. Cause this, I need to figure out the result stuff and error handling. So we send a post request, the subscribe, and then the condition. Um, Because that's a problem, because you need to put the condition on there. There's probably some JSON stuff I can do. I doubt you can template or generic a struct. I guess you can. Uh oh. There we go. The trait bound T serialize is not satisfied. Right. You need to do that. T needs to be serializable. That can work. That can work. So now I can actually subscribe to events. Maybe. Well, I guess I can't necessarily do that yet because I don't actually have the credentials or anything. I need the client secret. So this is a request client. Last validated, and then Twitch credentials. So I need to load this JSON file. And I also need to read env before this will actually work. um let's see. I don't remember what that's for. So let's see. Let's create so we need to create the Twitch API client. Start the Twitch WebSocket. We might have to do some threading of some sort to go cast this off. to another thread, so we can also run the, or we could cast off onto another, probably leave this on the main thread, but cast off the stream overlay WebSocket to another thread, unless I can somehow combine them both in here, which I don't think I could do. I'd have to ask the good old whackery smackery for some rest assistance there. Alright, so let Twitch client equals a Twitch API struct, I believe from auth file. So we want to do Twitch API from Twitch from auth file. I do not want your viewers. I'll be honest. Buying viewers would probably cost more than they would actually end up paying for. I'm just saying. I think this is actually local Twitch auth.json. So I need to figure out how to read a JSON file. What is this one? Oh, a string. To string. So we have a Twitch client, and then in here, session welcome, Twitch client dot subscribe to event. So I guess this is where we could do our first event subscription, which we can just pop open this on the side, scroll all the way down. The first thing that we ever subscribe to, we get the session ID from the payload. Select session ID. We're looking for payload. Session ID. I don't know if you can actually do that. What are we complaining about? Insert a value. I believe this is a string. Do I need to actually unwrap that? I guess so. So we need the session ID. It looks like the other thing that I also do that maybe I should just do up here is Twitch client validate token and refresh. I should probably expose that. And then send message to chat We also probably want to do that one. We'll just do Inspur Quest has started up. If I can type correctly. I do need to actually make those functions though, so we're going to do that. So let's see. Now I need to subscribe to event. So the first one is a channel.chat.message. I'm gonna close this a little bit. Subscribe to event. The event type, the session ID, and the version. Session ID. Does this wants them to be strings? Yeah. Then the version, which is just 1 to string. User ID, Twitch. Actually, I believe it's global. Twitch API. Public const Inspur ID, yeah. Um... Struct. Would it be bad? Do this. Actually, can you can't do that. Struct. This should probably go in here. Let condition equal this. I do need to...
Just a warning. Ads are starting in 1 minute.
Thank you, TTS. I need to public the struct. And then we can do this. Import. Okay, so why is this complaining? Cannot find value. Oh, do I need to fucking... You gotta make the fields on there public too? Public crate? Condition, and then I need to tell it that this is the type that I wish for. Why did that do that? Forgetting the syntax for this. There we go. Yes, no. Mismatch type. Oh, is it because this is returning a value? There we go. I was gonna say I'd be surprised if this works, and I honestly would be surprised if it worked because I don't actually have a way to make the requests yet. So from file. Alright, so I need to load the Twitch credentials in. So this is probably just going to crash at me. We're gonna always run it and find out. Yeah. What do we get here? Panicked, not yet implemented. Oh, I am tired. My goodness. Okay, so we need to load the Twitch credentials in. We also need to load the client secret. Um we also need to handle the validation and refresh token. I can do that. Okay, I guess I need to figure out how to load a file. Load file. We should probably... I don't think I need the client ID outside of here. So I need the access token. Let's go to index. I believe I need a few things. This is a Twitch credentials access token. I need the refresh token. And the Twitch client secret. So we need the refresh token and the hopefully we don't need that. Twitch client ID. So that would just be this Twitch credentials.client ID. Self.twitch credentials.client ID. I don't actually know where we need the client secret. Where do we need the client secret? Oh, I guess we need it when refreshing the token. So the client secret... I don't think that gets used anywhere else. At least outside of the Twitch client. Cool. So we're gonna have to open up our good old friend Chrome. Rust, read env file. Let's do that first. File. Hmm. No, I don't fucking... So I need .env. .env files. Loading env variables with .env. Use .env. Initialize. Retrieve environment variables. So in here, because I probably only need these in here. Initialize.env. Okay, so then we have the client secret, which I believe is just called this. I think that's it for the .env. We need to load the client secret, which, oh, we've already done that. I guess I should put the client ID in there too. Same TTT. I don't know how to actually say your username. Hello there. Is it too late to start programming at 15? I don't think so. I don't think it's ever too late to start programming. Just do it. Just start. It doesn't matter what you know or how old you are or whatever. Just fucking start. Sorry for the late response to I'm very deep in the code right now. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Alright, so Twitch credentials. Credentials. Oops. Okay, so we need the client ID, which I could probably just hard code. The Twitch client secret, which is the client secret. The something access token. And the refresh token. I need to yoink the client ID. Alright, so now we need to load a JSON file. Rust load JSON file. JSON data, Serde deserialize, we have a struct. Standard file system, JSON data, read to string, and then Serde from string. So it's not actually that hard. Import from standard. Path. Expect. Fail to read. Okay, so I need to deal with that. Actually, can I just read this? Like, load it into a map? Or like an object or something? Parsed as object. What do we got here? Assert value. Oh, just value. Okay, I see. Failed to parse Twitch auth JSON. And then we should be able to do this for the access token. And the refresh token. I actually need to make sure those are the paths for those. Access token. Yes. And then Twitch credentials. So the Twitch credentials should be fine. They should be valid because I'm currently using them. Is there a limit to how many websites you can have open at once? I think there is. I think it's like 3. So I should be fine to run this. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we crashed. Twitch client secret must be present. I think that's because the env file is here. And it really shouldn't be. Should be out here. Paste. We're just gonna duplicate it. Git ignore.env. Okay, yeah. Should be fine. Oh, yes. Let me just expose my secret. God damn it. I didn't want to open the file. Alright, whatever. I'll just generate a new one. Alright, what do we got now? Session welcome, something not yet implemented. Oh, the validate token. Ah, yes, we don't need to do that right now. It's not important. So this should be subscribed. Yes. Okay, so we do actually get a Twitch message containing channel.chat.message. Cool. And we do get the payload. We should see in here that badges, message, fragments, text. There we go. Cool. That's good. So we actually have this working now. Notification. Session keep alives. Which I don't think you have to respond to those. But yeah, okay, so it is working now. That's really good. That's a huge achievement right there. So that is pretty good. All right. We need to go to Twitch. Console. We'll go to the break scene. I need to request, manage, new secret. And then I need to go restart my overlay. Because I exposed my client secret on stream like a dumbass. So I need to make a new one. The sun is starting to come up. I think I can probably turn the light off. Yeah, it's about as good as it is. Actually, do I turn the fan off? My phone, please work. I guess not. Actually, maybe it's updating because it's like that, I guess. Why? I think it might be updating. uh. I was gonna check the temperature so I could, whatever. But my phone's, oh, there we go. Now it's working. Yes, it was just updating. It is 60 degrees out. Is it actually 60 still? So it's gotten colder throughout the morning. But it's actually gonna start heating up now. It's 73 in the room. I'm just trying to play it smartly because it's supposed to get like, what is it, a high of 88 today? Yeah, high of 88. So I'd kind of like it to remain kind of cool in the apartment. So I've got the fan running because it gets warm during the day, but during the night it cools down a lot. So it gets to like 60 overnight, and then it heats back up to like almost 90 or like 75 or whatever the high is for the day. So it's really helpful. So you can just open up all the windows of the apartment when you go to bed. It cools down. You close everything, close all the blinds. It kind of stays coolish. Not in this room though, because I got the computer running stuff like that. So, all right. So we've actually made pretty good progress. We need to actually handle notification though. So I'm going to move this into here because this is the only time I really care. About this is the only time I really care about this. I guess we don't need to actually print that. Can also clear that, just clean things up a bit. I guess we probably want this still in session welcome, because then that means that we're actually like started up. And I should probably do on success. So if we go to Twitch API and then we pub async function, send message to chat, and then all we need is self and then the message, which is just a string. Should probably do that. We don't really return anything. So, let's see. So we need to look at our good old friend, the...
Just a warning. Ads are starting in 1 minute.
What? Did my camera just turn off? Did the battery die? Or did it just randomly disconnect? I think the battery died. I really need to get a dummy battery. We're just going to disable the webcam then. Yeah, low battery. I'll just leave that alone. That's not a long time, to be honest. I might as well plug the battery in. So, while I'm at it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my camera battery died. I really need to get a dummy battery. All right. All right, back to this. Let's see. Send message to chat. I believe this is just endpoint. So self dot send a post request to shout out user, make announcement, subscribe to event sub. Alright, so we just need to do chat slash messages. With a leading slash. Chat slash messages. Can just do this. So we need the broadcaster ID, self dot credentials. What do you think you're doing? Or actually, no, this is just a global value. And the sender ID as well. I see, these are sender ID, Inspire ID, message, broadcaster ID. Yes. I mean, like, this does kind of keep it a bit more organized. Because, like, there's no other way to really do that. Okay. So you should be able to send chat message now. So if I go ahead and run this, we should get a message in the chat. We do, but it does crash. Called result unwrap on an error, value request error. Where was this? It sent a message to the chat, but we errored, I guess. Error invalid type map expected unit. I have no freaking clue what that means. So, yeah. Is it just because I don't have any, like, error checking? So results, response error, unwrap. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to do error handling. I don't know why this is erroring, though. This since... It successfully sent the message, but the API returned an error, I guess? This is beyond my understanding. Let me try and see if my friend is awake and maybe willing to assist a little bit. Yes, okay. Probably not. They're probably asleep. It's only 7 a.m., so like... Alright, back to this. I guess we could look it up. What the frick? Client. What are we using for this? Client. That's not helpful. Async. Request. Error in request. So you let response. If let error equals response. Interesting. I don't know how to rest correctly. Okay, so this is not a very good example then. Match. It'd be annoying not to do this every single time, though. So we could do this funky syntax probably. Thanks, frickin'. Why did this stay? And now what are you complaining about? Expected type parameter T found unit. This seems annoying to do every time. I want that if statement back. I want this. So now if we run this, we'll get our error and it crashes. Oh, so I did it for get and not this one that was crashing. Of course. Let response equal match. Let response equals match. There. Now we should actually get some sort of output that makes more sense. Result unwrap. Okay, so we're having a problem here, not really here. Is it because the response is not returning JSON? I guess we should leave this to... not be our responsibility in case response... We just return this. And then we just leave that up to person on the outside to handle how they deal with the thing. Because if it's not JSON, then I assume if you're sending a GET request, do we want to parse this then? But then again, probably not, because it depends on what it actually returns, which in most cases is probably JSON. But so if the request errors, but if the request is fine but has some sort of output that we don't like. What are we getting in the response? Send a message to chat. Because obviously it's not failing. What are we getting here now? Wrong number of arguments. Found one, expected two. Oh, it's because of that. Oh, I hate those warnings. They seem so yucky. Okay, so we are getting a response status headers. Where is the body? I don't think there is a body in the response. I think it's just status and headers, because these are all headers. Yeah. So that's probably why it was erroring then. Hi. What's that? The cat has joined. The cat has joined. Yeah. What's that? What's up? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, we've got the basic functionality in here now. That's pretty cool. Isn't that right, Sriracha? Too bad I can't show cat because the battery died to my camera. No, you don't get it. Enough with the pets for the cat. Alright, so we're just getting a useless response. Basically, we're trying to parse some JSON that just doesn't exist. But we do not simply care about the response for that. So it wasn't really an error with that, but or with our actual requests, but I needed to add error handling anyway, so it might be nice to just hash that out here fully. But I feel like maybe crashing or panicking's probably the best. I'm sure I can update it later. It's not a huge deal right now, though. So we can send a message to chat now. So I guess I just need to add all of the subscription events. Which um new Rust file. Twitch WebSocket subscription. So we're gonna add all of these. I don't want a breakpoint. Mod Twitch API. So I want to move this into here.
Just a warning, ads are starting in 1 minute.
Thank you again, TTS. So let's see. Validate patch is not where I want to be. So let's see. We need the chat message. Pubstrate. A lot of these are the same. Subscribe, chat message, delete. Because a lot of these just use... Like, a lot of these are just broadcaster ID. User broadcaster. So I can just use the same... Why did it fucking copy the struct? No. So then I can just make a pub... I don't know if this is actually the way. So the best way to do this. Chat message. Because both of these just use user ID and broadcaster user ID. This one's a 2 broadcaster. I guess this might need to be public. I mean, we don't even have to type these then. We could just do that. Obstruct. This one's broadcaster. Moderator. These don't make any sense, but you know what? Moderator user ID. I think the rest of these are just broadcaster user ID. Obstruct broadcaster. Broadcaster user ID. So the last 4 of these are just broadcaster user ID. SMH. These all need to debug serial. And then I need to actually subscribe to everything. So subscribe to chat message. This is just user broadcaster. You don't even need to type this because it's just typed there. Can this not infer the type? Okay, it can. So I don't actually need to do that. Although it would be better to just do this. Then I don't have to do that every time. Subscribe to events. No, please stop. There we go. Send message to chat now that every Alright, so a lot of these are the same. So this next one is channel chat message delete. Version 1, this is user broadcaster. Channel raid. Version 1, this is just the to broadcaster. Alright, and then we copy that one, and then we want channel follow. This one is version 2, and is a moderator broadcaster. moderator user ID, insberid.parse.unwrap. And this is just broadcaster ID. Channel subscribe version 1. This is just a simple broadcaster. I just need to copy this. Channel dot share. Add break dot begin. And then whatever the fuck this really long one is that I'm not going to type. Channel points custom reward redemption dot add. That's just fucking, oh my god. Okay. So we've got all the events in here now. Now I just gotta make a fucking type to deal with all of them. Or I could just use Serde value, I think is what I have right now. But it would be nice to type stuff, so it's easier to remember. But it means that I have to fucking type out every fucking Twitch JSON object that they send. Yo, Helix. The myth. Welcome. The legend. The one and only Insber. I don't have my webcam on right now because the battery died. Unfortunately. OMG. Yes. I'm such a big fan. It's okay. All good, all good. I mean, the main thing is you can't see the cat anymore. OMG, can I get an autograph? Maybe? I mean, I'm not that popular. Come on. You are, please? Yeah, I mean, I can give you an autograph. Async function handle Twitch WebSocket message. I want to put this into there just to reduce the nesting a little bit. Message unwrap. So I need Is this the right kind of message though? I'll show all my friends. They will know I'm one of the cool kids. That's fair enough, fair enough. Oh, we also need access to the Twitch client. So we need to handle the Twitch WebSocket message. Message. You could just do this here. We don't actually need the message anymore. And then the Twitch client. Value used after being moved. Can I make this a reference? You gotta go. Sorry for dropping in for such a short time. Oh, that's all good. I'm probably not gonna stream too much longer, I don't think. Add a wait. But thanks for dropping by. I'm glad you were able to come by. You're always welcome to also follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Insper. Yes, no problem, Helix. No problem. I think that's the correct URL. Yeah. And you can follow me over on Twitch, where I mainly stream, because I pretty much quit YouTube, or streaming YouTube, because it was such a pain, but I've somewhat returned. Helix HD, welcome. Oof, I didn't follow you. Hydrate, I can do that. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Should turn this off. Hope it's not affecting the actual overlay. HD, it's DH. Oh. Dyslexia, you know? There's also free TTS if you want to do some
Hello.
TTSing. There you go. Yeah. All right. So,
Banana.
yes, banana. I do need access to the right, probably.
Follow Insper because you are amazing.
Yes. A split sync WebSocket stream, maybe stream. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Follow Inspur, yes, thank you very much. I did not want to have to do this. What kind of maybe stream is this? Tokyo Tungsten one. Import tungsten. I assume this is that. Right.
I can hear how nervous you are from your voice just from the
TTS? I'm not nervous. What are you talking about? I'm just very tired. Expected maybe TLS stream found Tokyo Tungstenite. Why'd this... Anyways, gotta go. Alright, see ya. Thanks for popping by. Ugh. Well, how am I supposed to fucking type this then? Tungsten light stream, maybe TLS stream. Value used after being moved. So if you just provide a reference. It's not to me to be mutable. Alright, so, because that, I'm going to need that to be able to send WebSocket, well, actually, you don't ever send any WebSocket messages, so I guess I don't actually need that then. Because you never, everything you send to Twitch is through the API, so let's just remove that. We'll underscore that so it doesn't complain. What is this? Enum payload. Okay, I'll leave that alone. That way we don't have to import all this weird shit. Alright, so... Hey, we hit 70 followers. That's pretty good. I've grown so fast. Considering, yeah, I've grown pretty fast. Because I only started with like 15 or so followers just a few months ago. That's pretty good. I never thought I would end up being here with 70 followers on Twitch. Alright. Subscription type. So this is where, okay, so I need to handle the actual, like, notification, subscription types. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is a very, very long function. We do need write. Hmm. Um, actually, we can do this. What we can do is this. That will reduce the nesting quite a bit. Can you new line? This is actually what I meant to do. So need to do that. That's what I needed to message. I believe this is Twitch message. Or no, I just want to send Twitch message down. There we go. It means I forgot one of these. And then that has significantly reduced the nesting in here. I was wondering why it was still kind of large. There we go. And then we probably want to do this again for notification. So async function handle Twitch WebSocket notification. So we probably don't need any of that. I think we just need the payload. Metadata. So that's just assert a value. And the Twitch client. So that's where we get to do some funny parsing. That's how I feel about this. Alright, so we can probably print debug the payload. We can comment that out. And then handle Twitch WebSocket notification. No. Dot payload. Then we can handle parsing that however we want. We don't need that. So we should be able to run this without it crashing. Message. Dot unwrap. Is that what that was supposed to be? There we go. I knew there was an unwrap, though. I was probably forgetting. Okay, so it started up. So this is my message event. Object array event. Okay, so we don't actually get... Oh, okay, we do. It's under subscription on the payload. So there's a payload event, and then there's a subscription. So, at least with the notification. So this is where we could just parse it to parse this. Or they can just blank these values out as if they're the hash map. And then parse the actual event how we want. That probably makes sense. I mean, at that point, might as well just parse the whole thing. But, like, some of this stuff's weird, and it means I have to make... I think each... Man, this is, annoying. The amount of, like, types that I gotta fucking make. That's the only reason, like, JavaScript's really nice in some ways. But then again, you can also just do the same thing here. I mean, technically, I've already written most of these types anyway. I can just translate them from TypeScript to this. Alright, so I guess the thing I should focus on is translating the Twitch API functions over, because I'm gonna need those in order to actually do any of the things that I need to be able to do, so let's go to index. We'll go and close this for a little bit of extra space. The thing I don't really look forward to writing is the token validation stuff. Okay. Let's see, validate and refresh. Yeah.
Just a warning, ads are starting in 1 minute.
Oh my goodness, these ads, am I right? Am I right? Yeah. You look weird when you do that, Sriracha. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Okay, so refresh tokens. We need to do some like URL parameters stuff. That can't be exciting. Meow. Yeah. Validate token refresh. Pub asynchronous function. Validate and refresh. We need self, and we don't actually do anything yet, so. Stop putting a breakpoint. To do, just so we remember. Subscribe to event, and then, so, let's see, send message, send patch, send message to chat. We need the shout out user. User ID. I should probably switch some of these to be strings. Looks like ads are over. There's also make announcement. Pub async function send announcement to chat. But we're doing shout out user first, which is a post request. So self dot send post request to shout out user slash chat slash shout outs from broadcaster ID to broadcaster. It's just a bunch of URL params. I don't know how to deal with the body though, because that's supposed to just be null. I guess none. Such a long ass string. I don't know what to do there. We need to string format this. I don't know if Rust can do this with strings. No. Format. So we have Inspur ID. User ID and Inspur ID. So this needs to be the weird Rust format thing, which I do not know how to do. A colon. Alright, let's see. Rust string formats. Alright, so it's just some funky macro. Is that what you're complaining about? What the fuck are you complaining about? I hate this language sometimes. Type mismatch expected a reference string but found a normal string. Is it because of these? What do you mean? Where? Endpoint. What are you fucking complaining about? I don't know what you're complaining about. We can just do brackets. I don't understand what you are talking about, you stupid thing. User ID. I actually do not fucking know what this is complaining about. We can just compile the program and maybe it'll be a little bit clearer. Expected string found string. Okay, so it's because the functions, but that's not very clear. How the fuck do I just return or send no body, essentially? Give me the index TS, body, and null. I think it just ignores the body, I would hope. So we can just send, like, some random shit, I guess. Okay, so that should be fine. But we'll find out later when it crashes on us. Let's go. Alright. Let's see. This is pretty much the same thing for sending an announcement, except make announcement. It's chat slash announcement. We just want the broadcaster ID and the moderator ID. Which are both Inspur. Broadcaster ID, moderator ID, and then instead of this, It's just that. Are you able to make these fucking random ass anonymous structs? I guess you can. I doubt that will compile. If so, then that changes a lot of things, like the fact that I probably don't need to actually have this. No, I guess I do. Okay, never mind. How come I can do that here? You know what? Just don't question it, and it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, so now we need to get chatters. So these are functions where I'm actually needing to parse the result from the API. Let's go. Let's go. It's a Mia Mario. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, Sriracha. Yeah. Yeah. Mall. Oh. Right. Async function get chat. Yeah, okay. That doesn't take anything. No, this is hard coded. This does return something. I guess probably just assert a value for now. Because I don't actually know what it returns, and I can deal with that later. What does get chatters return? Where do I use this function? Probably all the way down here. And then I send it over to there, so it's not like there's any use in having done that. It sends something that I'm gonna have to look up. So we will, to do type the return value. So then self dot send a get request. I do not want that. Format, we need to format this. Oops. ID. So then that's just Inspire ID, Inspire ID. I guess I should keep that same. As string. What are we complaining about? Value dot JSON dot await unwrap. Okay, Rust is weird for that. The fact you can have a trailing comma in function args and it's fine. That's not confusing at all. So we do need to eventually type this. But yeah. Okay, so Fix Me gets the first 100 subscribers. Not an issue right now, but could be in the future. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. I gotta do some like paging thing with it, I guess. Oops. Pub async function get subscribers. It's a send get request format. So we need the Inspire ID. As a string. Dot await dot JSON dot await dot unwrap. Get. Okay, so now we have the custom rewards stuff. Subscribe to event. Okie dokie. Oh, I am so tired now. My goodness. All right. Yeah, okay. Create custom reward. I guess I should move the fix me into here. The cat is such a distraction. It's getting a little bit warmer outside, so I'm gonna go be right back. I'm gonna go close up all the windows and stuff. Alright, I am back. Alright. the very slow grind of doing this. Alright. I pretty much want to go back to bed. It's still early enough in the morning that I can probably go back to bed, get another hour or two of sleep. Because I did get up quite early for, I don't know, I just freaking woke up. But yeah, alright. I think I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you...
Just a warning. Ads are starting in 1 minute.
We're going to snooze those. As I was saying, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a good day. I might stream again later today. I just want to go back to bed right now though, so yeah. I'll continue with this later. I'm having a lot more fun with it now that I kind of understand what I'm doing a little bit better. Compared to before where I'm just like, I do not understand Rust at all, and async Rust apparently is not very fun for some reason. I don't really know. I don't really know the difference, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. That's so cringe. And yeah, I shall see you all later. And maybe with my webcam not off. Alright, see ya.